In this one, we are going to record a conversion when somebody performs an action or event. In this case, it will be clicking a button or a link. So in AdWords, create a conversion. For our website, we're going to say event. You will name it relevant to whatever the event is called. And we will say this is an other, okay? Then the value, we're not going to assign a value. We're going to say only count it once, create. Now obviously those settings might change depending on your needs. We already have gtag.js set up as evident by the gtag.js is on all pages, it's site-wide. What we're going to do, take this code right here. We want to add a click event snippet. So we copy that. And what we want to do, this is our objective page. This is the page that we want this specific event to fire. I'm going to do it multiple ways. We have a button here. We have a button here. So we copied that. Let's hit next. Let's hit done. So we created a conversion called event. Really poor name. So again, make sure you name it correctly. And in my case, this page here is a custom post type, so I just need to select this. This is a WordPress thing. You don't have to worry about this. This is, again, the event code. I want to say something really important here. It needs to go not in the head of the file, because these things need to load in order to fire the event. So in our case, we're going to put it as far down the page as we can. We could put it after the content, but we're just going to put it in the footer, just to be safe. We hit save. That's created. Now let me paste in the actual code here. That is the event snippet. We will save. Okay, now we're going to do this 3 different ways. The first way, let me show you this. This button, buy at Amazon. Let me show you how I'm able to add this in my specific situation. So in general, I don't actually have a button here in my HTML. This is literally how the WooCommerce system creates the button for me. So I don't have control over it. So how can we fire a conversion when somebody clicks this button? That's when JavaScript comes in. You do not have to be a JavaScript expert. You just need to know where to focus at with your JavaScript knowledge. So, first, we want to fire a conversion when this button is clicked. Then, in that case, let's take a look at it. So let me show you how to actually go through this process, because your elements might be different. You might have a link that you don't know how to get to, so on. So this is a button, and in fact, it's the only button on the page. If I hit Control U in my Chrome browser, button, and I'll just type in like button like that, it only appears one time in the page. That's beneficial. It also, notice you have a class here. So single add to cart button is the class. That is pretty specific. It does not have an ID though. It would be nice if it did, because JavaScript is good at selecting IDs, but it can also select classes. So the first thing we could do, and I'm going to copy this script that I have over here, and pretend that we're going to this page, okay? You would actually physically go to the place where this code exists to create this page, and I'm emulating that right here by using this plugin. So let's say I'm going to this page. It has this event code on it. Now after this event code is created, I just want to put this. So this is the document getElementsByTagName. We saw that there was only one button on this page. So then we're going to add an event listener. So what this does is it creates a list, an array, if you will. And inside that array, there's only one because there's only one button. So this indexing thing, this open bracket, 0, close bracket, that just says select the first element, which is the button object. Now to that button object, we're adding an event listener, and we're listening for a click. And then we're creating an event function here. The event function is the gtag. We can do it this way. Okay. This is one way to do it. But instead of doing it this way, we could just look up here. We can call this function here, gtag report conversion, and then it's looking for a string URL. So we could say, where do we want to send people after they click this button? We want to send them to wherever it's going. So we're going to inspect it. And this is actually a form. It's going to this link. So I'm just going to put that in because that's where I want it to go. Now we click update. Okay. So that wasn't too bad, right? This false, I'm not entirely sure what it means. I by no means am a JavaScript expert. But basically all we're doing is selecting the element that we want to fire a conversion, and then we are calling that gtag report conversion script that was given to us by AdWords. So let's go ahead and let's see if this works. And it's important to put this after this script because we need to create the function first in order to call it after, so call it later. So let's give it a try. We are going to refresh this page. Let's start up and enable Google Tag Assistant. Okay, and we can see we got to record this too. So let's refresh again. So it's recording now. We got gtag, we have Google Ads remarketing, we also have Google Analytics. So let's go ahead and click this button now. Okay, it went to the page I wanted it to. Let's stop recording, show full report, and we can see, let's close these up. The page load, it loaded the page. Then here, it triggered the Google Ads conversion tracking code. So that is one way to create a conversion when you can't get access to the immediate button. You would just use the getElementsByTagName in this situation. But in the next video, we'll see how to select elements with an ID.